The fight had two main issues contributing to its laggy experience. While one of the reasons directly relates to the fight itself, we need to address the technical problems first. The event suffered a major crash right when it was about to start. This led to significant lag during rounds 4 and 5, making the viewing experience frustrating. Personally, I couldn't watch those rounds properly as the stream kept lagging throughout. Now, coming to the fight itself, Mike Tyson started off impressively. Initially, I felt Jake Paul would dominate Tyson from round 1 and potentially secure a knockout. However, Jake Paul was unable to knock out Tyson during this match. Despite this, Tyson showed a commendable performance, especially in the first and second rounds. His skills and speed were on display, and he seemed to hold his own against Jake Paul's aggressive fighting style. While Tyson's performance in the early rounds was solid, things took a noticeable turn as the fight progressed. By round 3, Tyson began to show signs of fatigue. In round 4, the difference in their stamina became evident. Jake Paul, although falling short in some aspects, increased his output significantly. In contrast, Tyson's output started to drop, as he threw fewer punches and struggled to keep up. This reduction in performance is a natural consequence of age, as older fighters often lack the stamina and cardio of their younger counterparts. Tyson's renowned peekaboo style and fighting technique require a high level of energy and endurance, which are harder to maintain without the strength and stamina of youth. While Tyson demonstrated that his skills remained sharp, the limitations of his age were apparent in the later rounds. The fight served as a reminder that, no matter how skilled or experienced a fighter is, the demands of the sport require physical attributes that inevitably decline with time. In the last 2 rounds, Mike Tyson's performance visibly declined. He didn't throw any significant punches, making it seem like he wasn't even trying to compete. This lack of effort led many to believe that Tyson didn't put in enough energy to knock Jake Paul out or inflict any real damage, even in the earlier rounds. Although Tyson started strong in the first 2 rounds, his pace slowed drastically afterward. This prompted some fans to speculate that the fight might have been scripted, suggesting Tyson intentionally let Jake Paul win in exchange for money. However, I find it hard to believe that this fight was scripted. Just before this, we saw an intense match between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. That fight was incredibly competitive and showed no signs of being staged. If that bout wasn't scripted, why would this one be? Tyson's declining performance seems more like the result of his physical limitations rather than a deliberate attempt to lose. Even if Tyson had wanted to damage Jake Paul or knock him out, his current physical condition likely prevented him from doing so. Tyson's legendary fighting style, the peekaboo technique, requires cutting the opponent's range, cornering them in the ring, and delivering powerful strikes. This approach demands significant energy, stamina, and strength. At this stage of his career, Tyson's body simply doesn't have the endurance or power it once did. It's not about strategy or intent, it's about physical capacity. While some fans may see the lack of action in the later rounds as suspicious, it's important to acknowledge the realities of age and physical decline in a sport as demanding as boxing. Tyson's skills are undeniable, but his inability to maintain his output against a younger opponent like Jake Paul highlights the natural limitations of an aging fighter. This fight wasn't scripted, it was a clash of physical realities versus youthful energy. The durability and power that once defined Mike Tyson are no longer there, and that's why he didn't look very effective in this fight. This has led many to speculate that Tyson may have deliberately thrown the fight, but I don't believe that to be the case. The reality is that Tyson couldn't execute his strategies against Jake Paul, even if he wanted to. This fight wasn't scripted, but it's clear that Tyson wasn't ready, and realistically, he couldn't be. At 58 to 59 years old, there's no fighting age for someone to take on a heavyweight boxer who is 27 to 28 years old. The physical gap is simply too vast. Credit must also be given to Jake Paul. While he is not a high-level boxer or championship material, he has developed a decent level of boxing skills. With his financial resources, Paul has access to world-class coaches who work tirelessly to improve his technique. He has achieved a respectable level of boxing ability and durability. Being young, Jake Paul also has the advantage of stamina and recovery, which played a significant role in this fight. These factors gave him a clear edge, as I had pointed out in my earlier analysis video. That's why I predicted that Jake Paul would win this match, and he did. As a combat sports fan, particularly a hardcore boxing fan, it's disappointing to see a legend like Mike Tyson step into the ring with someone like Jake Paul and lose. It's not just about the loss, it's about the circumstances. Tyson, a heavyweight icon, facing a younger, less experienced boxer like Paul feels mismatched, not in terms of skill but in terms of age and physical capacity. While Jake Paul deserves credit for his efforts and progress, it's a bitter pill to swallow seeing Tyson, once the baddest man on the planet, unable to perform at his former level. This fight underscores the harsh reality of time and its impact on even the greatest athletes. This fight undeniably impacts Mike Tyson's legacy. 5 or 10 years from now, most people want to remember whether Tyson was 60 or 50 years old when he fought Jake Paul. What they will remember is that Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson, and this narrative will be heavily capitalized on. Marketers will spin it, saying things like, "Jake Paul beat a legend," amplifying the achievement without context. As a hardcore boxing fan, it's disheartening to witness such a situation where Tyson felt compelled to take this fight at this stage in his life. True boxing enthusiasts know that if Tyson had better conditioning, more strength, and even a fraction of his youthful advantage, Jake Paul wouldn't have lasted a single round. Tyson's power, though diminished, was still apparent in the fight. It was also clear that Jake Paul was wary of engaging too closely. He understood that even at this age, Tyson's punches could potentially knock him out. To avoid this, Paul wisely used his reach advantage, staying on the outside, outfighting Tyson, and securing a dominant decision victory. This fight raises many emotions. On one hand, Jake Paul deserves credit for his strategy and preparation. He played to his strengths and avoided unnecessary risks. On the other hand, it's sad to see a legendary figure like Tyson in a position where age and physical limitations overshadow his legacy. The fight created a spectacle, but for those who truly love the sport, it also served as a reminder of the unforgiving nature of time. What's your opinion on this fight? Did you enjoy it, or do you think it should never have happened? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to Boxing Glory, and stay tuned for more updates. Your support means a lot, and I'll be back soon with the latest from the world of boxing. Until then, take care, and see you in the next video.